In the heat of the Battle of Contreras, amidst the rolling clouds of dust and fierce cries of combat, an unimaginable ally joined the American forces. King Kong, the towering behemoth from the legends, stood alongside the troops, his monumental physique casting a shadow over the battlefield. The battle kicked off as part of the Mexican-American War on August 19, 1847. Military strategies were carefully crafted, and yet no plan could have predicted the involvement of such a colossal creature. The American forces, led by Generals Winfield Scott and Percifor F. Smith, faced the daunting challenge of overcoming the Mexican defenses commanded by General Gabriel Valencia. As the first light of dawn struck, King Kong's deafening roar resounded through the air, instilling a mixture of awe and terror in both friend and foe. The beast charged, his giant fists becoming a force of nature, pulling apart the Mexican barricades with an ease that seemed surreal. The soldiers, though initially awestruck, quickly adapted, rallying behind their giant compatriot. The rugged terrain of Pedregal, with its rocky landscape, posed a significant challenge. Troops struggled for every inch of ground, locked in skirmishes that defined the chaos of the battle. Yet, King Kong maneuvered the rough terrain with a grace that defied his massive size, paving the way for his allies by clearing paths previously thought impassable. Emboldened by Kong's contribution, the American forces launched a series of assaults that slowly began to break the Mexican lines. The sight of their unconventional ally inspired the soldiers, energizing their spirits and driving them to push harder against the battlements. Meanwhile, General Valencia and his troops could hardly believe their misfortune. The presence of such an extraordinary adversary turned the tide sharply against them. Hastily devised plans and desperate volleys of cannon fire aimed at King Kong seemed futile, barely nicking his thick hide. As the day wore on, the Mexicans found themselves increasingly outnumbered and overwhelmed. The harsh reality of their dwindling defenses loomed large. King Kong, with his relentless energy, continued to dominate the battlefield, his actions reminiscent of a whirlwind moving through the ranks, disarming and disrupting the enemy lines. By sunset, the American forces captured the stronghold at Contreras, the battle decisively tilting in their favor. The defeat was staggering for the Mexican troops, whose courage and effort had been overshadowed by the giant's legendary impact. In the aftermath of the battle, King Kong became a symbol of might and courage, a mythical guardian that changed the course of an entire engagement. While skeptics would debate his existence for years to come, for those who witnessed the Battle of Contreras, the presence of such a mighty ally was a tale to tell for generations. His involvement at this pivotal moment showcased a unique blend of fantasy and reality, marking the Battle of Contreras as an unparalleled event in the annals of history.